Alrighty then, Detroit Lions lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-29. I don't think it should have been too much of a shocker, I guess, because they haven't lost back-to-back games in quite some time. So to a lot of people, then it becomes a shocker because they lost back-to-back games. But this team was trash, you know. Alexander's on. You see why they didn't get him a new contract extension. He long in the tooth, old, can't stop the run. You kind of see, the loss of BB and Kirby Joseph in the run game. Bad team. Bad, horrible team. It's what it is. Injuries can't be an excuse because ever since this regime got here, injuries have always been an issue. So you can't use it as an excuse. You're used to it. As far as the game, did not kicking the field goal hurt in the beginning. I mean, it hurt a little bit. They should have kicked it, but I got why they went for it. You that close, but you got to look at your team. This year, your team has not been able to convert. Short yardage situations, red zone, they've been trash. Offensive coordinator, no matter who had it, is trash. That's just what it is. However you look at it, fourth down they've been clicking this year. It's what it was, what it is. What really was the backbreaker was the Kenneth Gainwell catch down the field on Alexander's Only. I mean, Tony Romo called it, and for some reason, I thought it was a Sunday night game. Did they flex it? But he caught that deep pass on his Only, caught it, got up, scored a touchdown. The whole game was a fucking joke. After that point, right before that half, every time this year they lost the game, a team go down there, get a field goal, get a touchdown. Defense couldn't stop a nosebleed this year. You brought Davenport before the injury, he was ass. After he came back from the injury, he was ass. You haven't seen Josh Pascal all year. That was their Brad Holmes' second round pick. Enrique didn't touch the field. You basically gave him a free check. Kirby Joseph was hurt all year. Brian Branch was playing through injuries. He had a horrible year. It was ever a year that you do everything you're not supposed to do to get an extension. He did it. From the Juju Smith-Schuster situation to, the injuries and getting, the hit calls, But you with Detroit, you always going to get deducted. You got a one strike when you were Detroit Lion. But after the second half, third quarter was abysmal. It's going back to like 2 years ago. Not this season, but the season before Ben Johnson left. They was horrible in the third quarter. And in the NFC Championship game, my point was proven. But the following year, they seem to have fixed it. This year, third quarter was a menace again. I had 3 possessions, got a safety. And for the most part, they tried to make a little fake-ass rally. The touchdown to Raymond. Pittsburgh had a long run before that. After Raymond, and another long run after that. And for the most part, you kind of got some buyer's remorse when you paid some of these dudes. Everybody you paid, they ain't do what they supposed to do for the most part. Other than maybe Amon-Ra St. Brown, he played through a lot of injuries. Jahmyr Gibbs, they gonna pay him and he gonna fuck himself up too. I'm telling you how this go, bro. I've been a Lion fan for a long time. They gonna pay him, and either he gonna fall off or he gonna be injured a lot. I'm telling you how it go. They paid Montgomery an extension, he got hurt. They gave Panisa Will extension, he playing through injuries, but he's still top dog though. So him too. Amon-Ra St. Brown, people forget he been playing through injuries all year, even before the Trump dance. had a rumor wrist injury. Kirby Joseph, he got injured this year. I mean, you name it, for the most part, they've been asked since they got paid. Maiden Hutch, as soon as he got paid, that motherfucker took a break. He been a non-fucking-foul. He had to play versus the Rams. Other than that, he had to play a couple plays last week. Trash. Last week, just don't have enough help. For years, we believed in, each regime came in, Marinelli, Mariucci, Ray Fonts. They believe in having a 4-down, really good lineman. Brad Holmes believed in putting it in the back end. Brad Holmes believed in, investing into the back end and half-assed invested into the defensive line. They like big, fat defensive linemen that eat up space, who can't get a pass rush. And Aiden Hutchinson, who's okay, he's good, but that's it. Other than that, they don't give a hell. They believe in, just slow guys. They need speed. But I'm not surprised. This team, I said it about a month ago, won't be a playoff team. Without Ben Johnson, they ain't shit. I don't have an issue with Calvin Shepard. I think, y'all forget, y'all was complaining about Aaron Glenn when he had scraps to make a 5-star meal out of. Y'all was complaining about Aaron Glenn. Y'all forgot? So Aaron Glenn was going through the same struggle. I was complaining about him. Every year you down multiple guys before you snap a ball. Every year you down 2 defensive linemen. You down, a linebacker. You down a corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez Louise. Is he going out his way to pick the most injury-prone guy? That's what you got to ask yourself. If he going out his way to get broken guys, and then obviously I got a video dedicated to the Myra play. That was such a bullshit pass interference call. I'd have seen them do way worse. But you got to remember, the Lions don't get the benefit of the ref. Until a ref get his cap peeled back in Detroit, ain't shit gonna change. Until a ref get his cap peeled back in Detroit, ain't shit gonna change. That's it. And then you got the fans who turn around and, well, the Detroit Lions, they're number 1 in yard. You're always looking at stats. Look at the fucking stat that matters. Win. All that other stuff. The Chargers had the number 1 ranked offense, the number 1 ranked defense, and they still missed the playoffs 1 year. Statistically, that shit don't matter. Are you winning or not winning? It's simple as that. And this year, even when they was winning, even when they was winning by big points, it didn't look comfortable. They never found that rhythm. And it was a nepotism hire and the offensive coordinator who set the tone. And Brad Holmes just continues to keep these injury-prone people around the team. The Davenports, the Rackstraws, the Terriano. Get rid of them motherfuckers, man. They are a cancer to your team. That injury-prone shit is contagious. It spreads to a get durable guy. If you got to cut bait with those guys, cut those guys. It's always a fucking shoulder. Get rid of Davenport. Get rid of Pascal. Get rid of Enrique, Terrion Arnold. Get rid of all them motherfuckers. Amik has been so ass. Get rid of him too. Rackstraw, just cut bait. Tell them thank you. If they go succeed somewhere else. Get rid of those guys. And the next guys you get, put a premium on their durability. Every year it's the same thing. Same guy, same thing. Injuries, more injuries. And guess what? More injuries. becomes contagious. But not surprised. And it's gonna be when Brad Holmes speak, it's gonna be a whole bunch of buts and because of injuries. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of fucking excuses. The Lions will, if they don't make adjustments, the Lions will never be back. It's the Bears' time. This is the Bears division. Will be Green Bay division, you know. And for the most part, the Lions will probably go back to the basement. We're gonna look back and say our window was closed the night we lost to San Francisco. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna look back, because you know what? There's still one major question that hasn't been answered by Brad Holmes. Can he draft a quarterback? He's gonna do everything in his power to avoid that. The Lions window, y'all gonna look back and say that San Francisco was the end of a chapter. They're gonna look back and say San Francisco was the end of a chapter. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. Find me everywhere: X, Facebook, Kick, Instagram, the whole nine. Peace.